is it that I already have a like? Not my favorite coffee. Privilege. Let's let that brew. Sugar. Good morning, good morning. What do we feel like? Deep house? Deep house?
He was feeling extremely discouraged. He was just getting nowhere.
That might get copyrighted.
Picasso said, get in line, wait your turn. Just pretend you're waiting for the subway. It's inevitable that you will meet a failure.
Let's hope this doesn't. Hi people, how are we doing? Hi Oscar. Another morning. Another sketchy morning. This is the one I started but never finished yesterday. Oh, is Mr. Grumbleson visiting? Oh, we have a cat visiting. Here's my tools. How we doing? Cosmic VR, how's it going? Have you been on a previous live before? I feel like I recognize the name. I'm just gonna be drawing. Gonna be doing some doodling. Got some time in the morning. Why not? Do you like to draw? Oh, thanks, Cosmic. No luck needed, just time and just time, and what do you need to draw? You don't need luck. It might be awful and I might still love it. Hi Vera, how's it going? Let's see. Do you want to see some of my sketches? I mean, a lot of it's like a bit nudie. Give me a sec. Okay, maybe not that. Yeah, so like small thumbnails, small ideas for drawings like that. Shout out to you, Nicola. What do you do, Nicola? Okay, that's kind of tame. Lots of... What did I rip out there? Yeah, so this one's a finished one. Ooh, okay. Okay, okay. Lots of thumbnails. Some of these turned into like an A4. Thank you, Cosmic. Much appreciated. Thank you, Nicola, as well. Ooh, how about this? I do love that. It's nice to revisit these. This is sort of a non-sketchbook where it's mostly just like ideas and writing and then some sketching in it as well. Circusy kind of outfit. Does anyone know what kind of designer does these crescent moon patterns? Because it's embedded in my brain, but I can't remember what the name was. Oh dear, Nicola, hang around. Let's become friends. No. Hang around. How are we today? Oh, this one's one of my favorites. A cheeky one on a fried egg. Yeah, lots of great ideas in this one. I might have to revisit. Yeah, so the idea is to just sketch around some ideas. I work at the bar, so a lot of the times I have just like till receipts that I draw on. Not really sure. Kind of fun. Thank you, Nicola. Still getting there, I think. I did a fun watercolor workshop yesterday. I was running it, and the people were really nice. I think people really enjoyed it. It was a really fun experience. I just made a coffee. It's not my favorite coffee, which I'm really sad about. But I do have there's coffee in the house, which I'm thankful for. What's my best drawing? That's very subjective, isn't it, Nicola? Oh, where's my... Give me a sec. I think they're a bit all over the place. But I think they're somewhere here. These are the ones I've done on previous lives. Give me a sec. So I've done this one. Really like that one. I still think it's kind of unfinished, needs more depth in the background, and some darkness. But I do like that one. Then, oh, a sexy snail, of course. This came from like a chat with this lady who only draws snails, and her style is very cartoony, but she's super nice. And she does it for charity, for autism. Then after the snail, I've done this one, which I love. I had this idea for a while. It's like a creepy peeper in the bushes, but like through the eyes you can see it's a bit more sensual. Done that one. I like just doodling this. When I don't know what to draw, I just draw the sun, and then the whole thing just comes together. So lots of shading in that. And then this is an unfinished one that I started. Still needs some, you know, the background and more shading going on. I don't know, I think I ruined it a bit with the colors. I colored the eyes and the lips. What do we think? Thank you, thank you. And then I started this one, and that's just the lines. I don't know if I like it. I kind of like the over the shoulder idea. Do you use any color? I do, but now at the minute for these lives, it's just much easier and faster to do just the pencils. And then, yeah, I've done paintings before. That's a painting I've done in the background. It's quite huge. That's a painting I've done. So yeah, let's get going. Let's start sketching. If you have any pencils, any pens, and some paper, get to sketching. It's insane. You will try. Do it. Do it. Have you drawn before, Cosmic? What's your drawing style? Okay, I think I have everything. Sharpener, my pencils. Oh, literally the same idea that I've done. I do like the fingers though. I think the drawing I've done that lacks fingers. It's still quite interesting. I like how the fingers almost form like a, I don't know, wing shaped. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Thank you, Nicola. Last time I started a live, this was 2 days ago, and I just put on whatever my Spotify liked songs, and it got shut down for copyright. So I reopened it and then just put on like a DJ mix, and it was fine. So hoping it's gonna be fine today. Good morning. Good morning. K-Righty TV. Why would you say that? There's enough love to go around. Oh, amazing. Kamila Lipinska. Are you Polish? Kamila Lipinska. Just judging from your last name. Settle the argument. Nice sleeping owl. Sprechen Sie Deutsch ein bisschen, aber nicht so gut. Hi Frank, how are you doing? Thank you so much. You seem very nice. I am very nice, and I'm very humble as well. We're just chilling. We're gonna be drawing, sketching. Where are you from? I'm originally from Lithuania, but I live in UK. UK. I've lived in UK longer than I have in Lithuania, so I guess I'm more of a British. You're from UK. Nice. I suppose most of you would be this early in the morning. We need this rain to stop. It's not been raining today, at least. It's quite chilly though. Ooh, I kind of like the idea of the rain. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get my coffee. Back in second. In August. It's August. It is August. It's my birthday month. I'm back. Ready for the sun. Ricky Gervais. Ayo. Can you play Roblox? I can't. I actually stopped playing games altogether after, like, in my 20s. I was big on into gaming like in my teens though. So if anyone's old enough, Tekken, what else? Dead or Alive, that's also like a versus game. What else? I was a big fan of like strategy games. I loved like Empire, Earth, and Civilization, and Age of Empires, and those kind of games. Oh, thank you, Frank. You're 13. Very young. Did you get your pencil and paper? You ready to go? I hope you're sketching. Let's be productive, guys. Let's be productive. Lemon chugs it. I don't know what Roblox is, Nicola. Probably wouldn't be very my style. You're 45. Were you big into gaming? Crikey. Frank is 11. Oh my god. I mean, just between us, we're very, honest and everything. I will believe you, but you can't believe anything on the internet. Can you look it up, please? What is Roblox, guys? What is it? You're drawing right now. What are you drawing, Frank? A lemon shark. Lemon shark. Okay, it would have to be something literal. Because I don't know what they look like. What's going on, Nicola? It's a game where people can play games made by other people unsocialized. Okay. Interesting. Orange cat, cold rain. I kind of like the idea of lemon shark. Let's do that. I might do it on a post-it. Okay, I'm gonna do a lemon shark. And after that, I'm gonna get into my sketch, my usual sketching routine. Oops, it did not fit. See you later, Nicola. Thank you for coming. shark. Lemon shark. Do, 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 do. Yeah, it's not gonna be obvious it's a lemon, is it? How can we make it obvious? Ooh, okay. What if we do that? Okay. Okay, I didn't fit the whole shark in. But the fins are like the inside of the lemon. Kinda, maybe. Does it look like a shark? More like an ugly fish. What for 2 minutes? What for 2 minutes? Tessellation? What does that mean? Surprisingly, this is not my favorite coffee. I got this coffee from IKEA, and it's like very earthy and not very. I like some buttermilk in my coffees, and this was just like. But I'm really enjoying it today. It's a repeated pattern. Someone called you a silly goose, Nicola. With a shark. Hi, Solars. Corey? Oh, actually, guys, I just realized Solars might be, or Corey might be a genius. I love that idea of like putting your preferred name in the username. You might be a genius for that, Solars. Got to go now. Sorry to see you go. Come back another time. I might do another stream on Sunday. He's being mean. He's not being mean. I'm sure he doesn't mean that. Maybe you don't need it right now. You know, if it happened to you, you don't need comments like that, but okay. What do we say? Should I continue on this one that I started last time? Or should I start a new one? Do we like this one? Undertaker Terrifies. Hello. How are we doing this morning? Carry it on. Let's do that. Let's at least half finish it so I can move on. I'm seeing hearts. I'll lower the camera. How's everyone's morning? What are we up to? Is anyone at work? Ew, work. You have an important Zoom meeting at 11:30. I hope you smash it. Is it an interview or a work meeting? You're up to your neck and quilt. Good on you. Good on you. I'm a bit of a sleeper inner myself. I like to sleep in, and then when I wake up I just scroll on my phone for like another half hour before getting up. It's summer holidays for you. Ah, nice. You're still up early for summer holidays. Any plans for your summer holidays? Are you going away? Oh, it's a medical. Half hour. You think you have a problem. It's actually an hour. I just said half an hour because I was gonna say it out loud, but then I was like, they're gonna judge me. They're gonna judge me. Going to Tenerife, nice. I went to Barcelona for the first time last year in October, and it was fantastic. So good. Love Spain. Nice to meet you, Nicola. See you later. Okay, goodbye, Nicola. Nicola. No, we don't like that. No bullying, no bullying at this point. At this point, you... Okay, so do you watch it a lot? Because I genuinely just started doing lives this week. When did I do the first one? Tuesday? I did one on Tuesday, and then I did one on Wednesday, and I'm doing one now. I'm just curious what it's like, how people find me. Yeah, not on my channel. No homophobia, please. Oh my god. That's your strike one, Nicola. I'm letting it go this time, but let's not get into it, guys. Let's not continue this. Spread positivity, guys. Exactly, Crity. Exactly. Let's focus on the positive in life. I'm enjoying this mix. It's It's very like non-specific, yet quite, you know, inducing productivity, if that's a thing. It's okay, Nicola. I'm gonna be doing a stream on Sunday as well. Who knows, maybe like I'll do an hour now and then an hour in the evening if I have time. And then there's gonna be one on Sunday as well. I'll schedule that after the stream, after the live. My bad, you're not a bird. What does that mean, DJ? Am I going on holiday at all? There's nothing planned. There's nothing in the works. Like a month ago, I went to Porto in Portugal. That was nice. You have to go, but you'll be back on Sunday. Please do, please do. See you later, Cosmic. Who said that they were drawing? Was Kriti drawing? Who said they were sketching? You haven't drawn in years. But when you were drawing, what were you drawing? Why did you stop? Confess. Out with your secrets. You're drawing a bath. You're drawing a bath. Is there a man in the bath? Or a woman? You got me intrigued. You're drawing the curtains. Nice. Two people drawing their curtains. You guys were so in tune. Great minds think alike. Oh, you're drawing a bath. Oh, I did not catch that, but yeah. Points for the pun. We like silly here. We like silly. Are you actually drawing a bath? Or you just said that? I was gonna say quite early for a bath. Who has morning baths? Later, alligator. Thanks for being here. Come by later. How are your curtains coming along? Oh, YouTube user! Hello! Welcome back. Just dropping in for a bit. No worries at all. Nice to see you. I think I'm continuing the same one from the day that you popped by. How was work? What work did I leave for? I left for on Wednesday, so that was I was working for my friend's business. They sell secondhand clothes on. It's kind of like a TikTok live. I don't know if you know. There's this app called Whatnot, where people auction off stuff. It's mostly for pre-loved clothing, or there's people selling like Pokemon cards and trainers and whatnot. Hence the name. So yeah, was doing that. Went pretty easy. Yeah, wasn't much to do, which was good. And then afterwards, I went for a sauna session at the gym. Loved that. Not been to gym in a while. I'm planning to go later on. Do you help with stock? Do you help with stock? So what I do is I package the live stream from the night before, and then we receive a lot of stock as well that needs to be hung on rails. So I was doing that, and also during the day I do the stream. Gym is awesome. Yeah. Are you a gym bro? Gym bro. it's a lot of work to run something like that and do it properly. Do you mean the warehouse work with the stock? Yeah, so it's my friends who are a couple. It's their business, and they've been doing it for years. They've been selling on eBay before, but now they've kind of jumped on this new app. Almost daily, damn. The business is out. It is a business, yes. There's so it's my friend and his girlfriend, and he employs me and then 3 others to help out. And it's good side hustle for me because it's kind of flexible. They're flexible with me, I'm flexible with them, and then I still do. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. From my uni years, I joined a bar job, and they have been amazing with me. So I kind of stayed on. So I do 2 days at the bar as well. 2 days at the warehouse, 2 days at the bar, and then I also run creative workshops at a gallery. You need to procure the clothing, grade and check. Oh, you know a lot about this. Have you done this before? Pick and pack correctly. What's up to Kismet? Okay, whatever works for you. Honestly, like, my excuse is I love it. I love the people I work with. It's very social, kind of front-facing job, which is good. I meet loads of nice people almost every day. You're a kind of business economics person. From what you described, so like the first bit is very much in line with what we do, but picking and packing is the old system if it was like an eBay, because eBay is like a slow selling platform. So once you list something, it might stay there for months and months. Some like top end, like higher priced items might even stay for years. So you need a lot of space to have all of that stock. However, this Whatnot business is very fast. So you'll be sometimes letting go items that are like quite good for peanuts, but it's so fast. The stock comes in, we get a ton of clothing shipped every week. Unpack it, put it on the rails, and then it's literally like a TikTok auction where you pick up a hanger, you show it to people, twirl it around, and then start an auction, and then people buy it. I don't know, I'm still kind of fascinated with it, because it's similar to this here, where you're on a live, but there's a lot more people watching. My friends, they're quite big. Their business is watched by a lot of people. But yeah, I'm still fascinated by the idea of just chatting to people from all over. I like the social aspect of it because some of the comments will be personal, and we'll be chatting about random subjects, kind of like we are now. And then yeah, the money is good. The money is good. I charge a lot. Yeah, so basically, yeah, so imagine a ton of clothing in massive sacks coming in every week. and then by the end of the week, by we have not deliveries. We have collections by Royal Mail, which comes and collects all of the streams. So we pack the following day from the night before, and then Royal Mail collects it, and sort of by the time the next delivery comes, we're almost out of clothing. That's what it's used for. That's what it's used for. Basically, it's kind of like creating a middleman for wholesalers. So yeah, yeah. People buy to sell. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I just recently, for the last 6 months, I was like in such an art block, and that's not a good feeling, because like every day you wake up and you're like, oh, I want to do art. Oh, I've not done it for 5 months. I feel shit. But recently I had like a flow of like actual motivation to do things, and yeah, started doing the lives. And it's kind of like it passes the time, and it's nicer with friends. Business to business. Not sure what you mean by that. Not sure what you mean by that. It's kind of like it pays the bills. It pays the bills, basically. Oh, yeah, yeah. But it's more like yes, there are big businesses buying from us, but on the platform you will get like an occasional person who's just buying for themselves. So if you want cheap clothing and you don't mind secondhand, I think no, wait. I think you mentioned that like your brother does business in Lithuania, and that I think you're well to do. Are you the kind, do you like secondhand clothing? Would you wear something that's like vintage or pre-worn, or you're like all new high street? If you don't mind pre-loved clothing, I do recommend Whatnot. It's quite interesting because you watch people, you get to know the sellers, and then it's an auction where you can get some really interesting stuff. It's a selling point. I'll tell you this, that like since I was years ago, I worked for a clothing company, a clothing warehouse, and they sold high street brands like Hugo Boss, Armani, all kinds of stuff, all new. And each time I was packing the orders, I was looking at the prices and I was like, oh my God, how are people paying all of this for what they're getting? It's crazy. It's crazy. First of all, the margin that they hike up this clothing to be is insane. And then second, once I got to know my friend and his vintage business, he gets the stuff for like 50p, like per clothing. And what I like about it is they're unique items that have been sold out years prior, that, you know, are unique to like a specific time period. I'm not talking about like vintage, but if somebody didn't love something and they're giving it away to charity or something, and I can get it for £1, and I'm gonna love it, then why not? I think it's actually quite bad for the environment, the secondhand reselling, because of the all of the deliveries and packaging and all the shipping. 300 on a 1990s Tommy Hilfiger jumper and using it to flex on their friends. Okay. Yeah. I like that aspect of uniqueness. Like, why not? Why not? I think the flex is that they spend 300, not because it's like a unique item. Hey, Nicola. Don't be sorry. I think once you get into, you know, buying vintage clothing and that, if anything, like vintage is the keyword that gets it gets thrown around as like a way to mark up the price on stuff. Because once you see behind the curtain, that like someone like my friend who gets this clothing for so cheap, you wouldn't want to be even paying like £25 for something. It's crazy. Do I have games? I don't have games. I do not have games. As I've said, I used to play in my teens, and I do miss it. I feel like nostalgic, kinda, but do I get it for cheap? I get it for almost free, mostly. Like, for example, give me a sec, I'll show you. Okay, so these things still need to be washed, but bought. So got like a North Face shirt. I kind of like how it looks. I love a checkered shirt. North Face, got it for free. And I got this Nike dry fit. I kind of like the pattern, quite interesting. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just wash it and wear it. Yeah, that's another thing, is like once you start getting things for free, like clothing, and then you go somewhere like high street, even like TK Maxx or something, and you look up the prices and you're just like, whoa. Even like £10 for a t-shirt seems a lot. Like I would have to love it. Yeah, the whole perspective changes. Nice pattern, agreeing colors. Nice. Am I famous? I'm not famous. I'm not famous. I just work in clothing business. Pre-loved clothing business. Yeah, but if you want, one day I'll do my wardrobe. tour. Because I think I have like a quirky style. I'm not wearing anything special now. Oh, I'll show you my t-shirt. I am proud of that one. Anyone know who that is? So yeah, that's the clothing business. That's how it goes. And at the minute, I'm kind of still fascinated by it. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing it for, but it brings in the cash. My goal is to get myself a new MacBook. That's my goal. And then with these streams where I'm just sketching, who knows? I'm kind of just seeing what comes out of my head. Maybe at some point people will start buying the drawings. That would be nice. Or like commission me to do something. That would be nice. Not gonna happen soon, but MacBook Air been going for 720 in some places recently. Kind of wild. What year? I'm not very techy. M4, is that pretty recent? Yeah, I have my oldie MacBook from my uni years, and that one's from 2014. So I'm due an upgrade, 2025, yeah. I'm due an upgrade. I was looking at... Ooh, what was I looking at? Is it gonna be saved here? I was looking at Back Market, if you know that website. And there was a MacBook. Pretty decent one. Oh, it's not saved on my card. I think it was from 2020 something, and it's a MacBook Pro, and I think it was like a 2 terabyte storage, which is pretty decent. Brand new? No. No, don't trust that. $720 for brand new. I don't see that. They're in there like 2,000-3,000s, if not more. Only an Air. I don't know. I've not used anything other than Pro. Air is just light, isn't it? Like, it's easy to carry. Like, that's the only positive from it. It's not more powerful than Pro, is it? Same processor. Disgustingly fast. Why disgustingly? Do you use a Mac? M1 and it's rapid. You see those M1, M4, like, not a techie person. I used to be. In my teens, I used to love computers and IT. I even studied it in college, but it was all like Windows. Windows knowledge and, you know, pirating films and, you know, installing programs. Oh, I miss early 2000s. You use both. Oh, nice. What do you use your iPad for? Just curious. How long have I been streaming? Just over an hour today. Or like in general, I started this week. I started on Tuesday. You're my number one, Nicola. You're my number one. Oh, awesome, awesome. I also have this one's though from, I got this during uni years. I think it's from 2018. Luna just like this. Luna display, so I can use the iPad to control the MacBook Air. Oh, interesting. Do you draw with on your iPad? Then, since you have a pencil. Ooh, do we want to look into my Procreate gallery? Are we gonna dare? The red little dongle. Can you tell a joke? I don't know very. I know one joke, and it's kind of rude. So I don't know. So sweet, Nicola. So sweet. Luna display little red USB CD dongle. That would be awesome to have a glance. Well, everything's super old, and it's from my uni years. But let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay. So I'm big into watercolor painting, and so I kind of designed this cute watercolor palette and brush holder, made it into a small animation. So that's one of the things. What else do we have? A lot of it's just like things that are unfinished. DJ mixes. Nice. I'm like, are you kind of what did they say? Jack of all trades, Mr. YouTube user. I was thinking more ceramic for the watercolor palettes and the bacon, but yeah, you could turn that into a 3D pile. I'm not big into 3D. I mean, I am, but I'm not good at it. That's what I was. Jack of all trades, very accurate. Do you know how to turn things into 3D? So that's a project of an animation that I've done 2021. So I've done a short animation all in Procreate. It took like a month and a half, 2 months. And it should be on YouTube. I think I've set it on private though, so you wouldn't be able to see it, but it's a short animation about basically a lazy guy who is watching TV and he goes to take out the rubbish, and then what happens? His missus tells him to clear the weeds in the garden, and he torches them with fire, and then the whole fire burns down. Bye, Nicola. Thanks so much. I can make basic stuff in Blender, but I'm not an expert. I don't have time to invest in. So you're doing DJ mixes, you're doing Blender, you're doing... What else do you do? Okay, that's a fun one. Okay, so this was... If you like cutesy animations, I've done this YouTube video with... which was a collaboration with another illustrator, and it was a Harry Potter inspired illustration thing. That was years ago though, so yeah, it had like a bunch of like fun animations that I've done. I studied in animation and illustration, so I've done like myself as a Harry Potter character, and then I animated different spells. I'm kind of proud of that. That was a cool concept for a video. A fire spell. Like adorable stuff like that. In theory, I think this is the kind of stuff that I could actually get paid for doing for other YouTubers or people, but it never turned into anything. I feel like if I know more than the average person about things, then I can make connections and understand it. Looks great. I'd like to see that in a mobile game. Fire spell is dope. Yeah. There was a few more I've done one where I drink a potion and I turn into a character of the illustrator that I've done the collaboration with as a Harry Potter character, if that makes any sense. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool videos that I've done on YouTube that, looking back, I'm quite proud. Serpent Sorcia, that's a fun one. So yeah, that was fun project. But I could never make up my mind, you know. I think last time we were talking about having ADHD is the colors are nice like watercolors. That was all done in Procreate, all of the animation and coloring. Yeah, having ADHD, it's a struggle. Can't even collect my thoughts. Snake stung. Oh, nice. Yeah, I did want some realism to that snake. I didn't want it to be just, you know, super kiddie. That's what I struggled a lot with my style, is content that's a bit more adult, a bit. I think this is like the closest to kind of like what I want to make. However, I'll show you other things. Previously, like while at university as well, I've been making just like cute things. That's a sticker design. That was my old username on Instagram. It doesn't exist anymore, but this is a traditional watercolor painting that I've done. Cute little mushroom boy. And then here's like a watercolor postcard I've done of a character. So I've always struggled with like that. Should my content, my artwork be more directed at children and cute and, you know, colorful, and like at that time I was like applying for like animation jobs, or should it be more adult, a bit more me, which is a bit less marketable? Like you can't really sell it. Like you would need to be like super prolific, you know, selling yourself at markets, you know, doing lives, trying to sell your paintings. And I'm not very like business-minded person myself. You can hyper-focus with ADHD, but you can't control when you're gonna hyper-focus. That's true. For me, it was usually like 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Million ideas, and you're like, if you continue doing it like until 5-6 in the morning, you're gonna produce some crazy good shit, but you're gonna ruin your sleep. You're gonna ruin yourself. Everyone experiences the symptoms from time to time, but people with ADHD experience it all of the time. People love that style. Which style? A kid's illustrated book would be very interesting. Well, that's what I mean, is like, it would be an interesting thing, but would it be very me? I don't think it would be. I think I've kind of abandoned that cutesy style. I think it's a lot of people are have similar style who can do that, but there's not that many that do this kind of stuff, in my opinion. Mushroom Boy, yeah, kids love that style. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't wanna. It's a bit creepy to even think about marketing to children. I'd rather my my audience to be, you know, someone, I don't know, young adult to my age, to even older actually. Like, I don't mind, as long as it's not children, not someone in their teens. Yes, I know that, but then there's this whole thing about, like, if any of your work is erotic, you're kind of deeming yourself to not do work like for kids. Because if they Google your name, they will find things with bums in it. And I never want to be scrutinized for it. I don't want to feel bad for wanting to draw boobs or butts. Have a pseudonym. I started with that. I did have a pseudonym, and then somewhere down the line I fucked it up because you know, I kind of like took credit for the pseudonym, and now it's on the internet, and now it exists. No, not anymore. Not anymore. It's kind of like the Banksy of it all. Like, I was trying to be Banksy for a bit, but then I was like, I am Banksy. So yeah, and now it's on the internet. If you Google either the username or my name, it will come up. So yeah, it's a no-go. But yeah, you seem to know a lot of stuff about this kind of stuff. You know a bit about a bit. I heard myself after I said it, but I could have a new pseudonym. Well, that's the thing. I think that's another thing that's part of my personal ADHD is I will start new projects all the time. Like, I will want to restart, do a reset every couple of months. Like, as I said, is like, I will be fascinated by drawing, right? I will be drawing for 6 months, and then 6 months later will be like, oh my god, I need to do acrylic paintings, and I will be doing that for a while, and then I will restart to something else, and it's not cohesive. Like, it's not. It will be jumping from style to style, from subject to subject, from material to material. Yeah, that's ADHD. I should start is it Kickstarter? No, not a Kickstarter. Kickstarter is for like a project. what's my thing? What's the website that's for collecting donations for a cause? Like GoFundMe, that's the one. I'll start a GoFundMe. Need to get my ADHD diagnosis and pills and medication. I can't afford that, dude. Like, what did you say? Like almost $2,000 for diagnosis and medication? Yeah, I know. I'm also not like I feel bad if someone would want to do that for me, that's fine, but I'm not gonna be the one to actually go with it. It's just £10 per month after that. Wait, is it for two different ones? 250 every 6 months and 10 per month. Well, 500 a year plus 120. So you pay the GP for the meds after you've finished. Man, that's wild. That is freaking wild. I don't understand. I honestly do not understand how we even, well, it's on the, I understand how people develop this ADHD, you know, movement of information, internet, mobile phones, doom scrolling, all of this is like basically retarding our brains. But I genuinely don't understand how did people used to do it without the, you know, like 100 years ago? Did they have the same stuff happen to them? You have here, you need to have a 30-minute private checkup before. Ooh, I need to plug in my phone, don't want to die on you. It's so cheap compared to having ADHD though. For dude. 100 years ago, people would just say they are easily distracted, they are lazy, inconsistent, they have so much potential. That's literally me. That's literally me. I'm all of those things. My nickname in school, my teacher nicknamed me Little Cloud because I used to just stare outside the window into the clouds. I was somewhere else. And then I wrote her a private handwritten letter to say, respectfully, please stop calling me dad. It's a bit disrespectful to me. And she did. Very like, I don't know, taking control of my destiny, not being called that anymore. Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's in the cards for me until I'm very well to do. If ever. You know, people are saying it saved their lives, it's a massive game changer, but There's nothing I can do. No, I think I think what happened is she respected my decision because nothing left we didn't speak afterwards about that. She just stopped saying it altogether. I think it was I think what it was is she thought she was being funny, but I was being made for it. You know, I didn't like to be put on a spot. I didn't like that attention on me. And whenever she did that, of course, like everyone else started saying it. So I did not like that. But yeah, kind of a very adult and mature thing for me to do. Wrote a lovely calligraphy letter. And honestly, like she was a great teacher. Like she wasn't a bully or anything. Yeah, you did say. Did you say you cried? That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Well, I think the way life is we just have to stay mad. Who's lurking on the live? Who's not chatting? I know we're having like a real deep, intense conversation about ADHD. But it's one of those. It's becoming one of those things where like so many people are complaining about it and are actually seeking help. But when it's that, I'll just say it, it's unaffordable. It's unaffordable for majority of the people who have it. Like I have a lot of friends who are, artists, creatives. I think it's because creativity lets you kind of like hyper focus. Your mind kind of slows down when you're using your materials because you're just focusing on doing it. And in some ways it's quite helpful. Like I find that for a business that like needs like a creative ideas or problem solving person, I would be perfect for that. I would love to work for like an ad agency or marketing or just like a business that does like creative ideas. I love outside of the box thinking. I get a billion ideas all at once. Three-year wait. Like, what's the point? What's the point? 3-year wait. But if you start it now, the ball is rolling. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. It's almost like it's like a superpower that has its Achilles heel, double-edged sword. Yeah, my struggle, like, I thought I was just becoming an adult. Starting to actually like understand my where I fall short in life. Like I like to start a new project every couple of months and not finish it. I yeah, I switch from one subject to the next to the next to the next. I don't stick with I don't have a consistent style. What else? Oftentimes I feel lazy. If I start reading a book, I need to start rereading it. I read a couple of pages and then I'm bored or like thinking about something else, about what I'm gonna cook for dinner. So like I thought I was just becoming an adult, realizing all of these things, but turns out I just self-diagnosed. I am in a good place though. I am in a good, yes, bro, reading books. Read 2 pages and you don't even remember reading anything. Yeah. Yeah. Love that for me. Love that for me. Honestly, like when I was, yeah, in my 20s, I was a bit antisocial. I just came to Manchester. So what I did was I started reading books, and I read Russian. So I was ordering a lot of books in Russian language. And that went on for a while. Like I had the Goodreads and all of that stuff. I was like watching BookTube. And yeah, it was going great. Like I was reading quite a lot and things were sticking in my mind, but like outside of that, I wasn't doing a lot with my life. Like I would go to work, go to gym for an hour, and then read all evening. And then at some point I was just like, why am I reading these books? Like I'm just looking at somebody's list of like you must read book, reading it, and then the book not actually having anything to do with my life. It's not changing anything. Like what's the point of reading that specific book? Yeah, I think it's kind of like embracing my flaws. Like I can't do anything about it right now, like, but at some point in the future maybe. Yeah, but I also don't like to be a victim. Like I don't want to be I'm kind of like, I have ADHD, and that's just how things are. The world goes round, we carry on. Yeah. Yeah. Facts are facts. Yeah, man. Nice getting to know you. Go smash it. I might do. I don't know how long. I've already been for an hour and a half live. I might do another one in the evening, maybe. Or join me on Sunday morning, maybe. Catch you later. See you later, my dude. just as I was about to finish my live. Hello, one person. How are you? He gone? He gone?